appeared from the shadows and snatched the apple away. It was the most popular guy in school, Travis, and lately, he'd been flirting with me every chance he got.
Let's play a game. If you miss the target, I'll have to kiss you. But if you hit it, then you'll have to kiss me. What do you say?
Sure, why not? Everyone knew how good I was in archery, and as expected, it was a bullseye.
Deal's a deal, cream puff.
As he closed his eyes for the kiss, I called for the school cat Loki and whispered something to it. You can open your eyes now. Loki scratched his face like a wild animal as I walked away, in total satisfaction. Hi, my name is Bianca, and I'm incapable of falling in love. Well, that's what I thought. But before I continue, please like and subscribe. My mom owned a huge chain of hotels, and I was the sole heiress to the business empire. Our family name was well known already, but I'd really made us famous. Teen heiress seen kissing alleged gangster? Spoiled princess seen at archaeological site closed off for public? Princess Bianca announces to pay any amount to straighten the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Each headline is worse than the alleged gangster mom. We broke up, and you know my keen interest in history. I had to see that site. And come on, am I the only one annoyed by that leaning tower? When will you ever get serious, Bianca? I have a private jet to catch, but we're not done with this conversation. Yes, go to your meeting, Mom. You didn't even remember to wish me a happy birthday. I was having a huge birthday party at the newest club in town, but my night was ruined when I saw an uninvited guest, Travis, and he was approaching me and my BFF Carmen, as if he was God's gift to women, despite that scary face.
Hey, sugar lips, wanna dance?
Aren't you supposed to hate me for making you look like Frankenstein?
What's love without a little pain? And I adore your feistiness.
He was all over me the whole night. Eventually, I had to make Carmen distract him and try to escape. But he noticed and followed me like a madman.
I'm not done with you, my love.
I turned around a corner and opened a VIP door at the end of the hallway. There were some men in suits playing poker, and they all turned to me like I was an alien. Whoopsie, wrong room. Thought it was the toilet. But may I say, sir, your jacket is really cool. Very vintage 90s. Michael Jackson kind of vibe. Okay, I won't bother you guys. May the best man win. Bye. Travis. So I took the chance to finally leave the club. But of course, I couldn't avoid him at school, and he was being such a nuisance that eventually I got a restraining order against him. My life was finally peaceful, till a few days later when Carmen told me that her cousin from the village would be joining our school. Since when do you have a cousin? Ever since he was born? You never told me about him. I love to collect snake skins and samurai swords in my basement. I didn't tell you about those either. What? Friends should share everything. I think some secrets are good. Oh my god, my cousin's here. I turned to this guy who was walking towards us like he was the king of the underworld. I think some secrets are good. Oh my god, my cousin's here. I turned to this guy who was walking towards us like he was the king of the underworld. Judging by his walk, he knew he was a fine specimen of the male species. But suddenly, he tripped over nothing and fell into the fountain nearby. And then he immediately got up like nothing happened. I felt like I was watching a comic cartoon strip. Are you sure he's not some hot model you paid to act as your clumsy cousin? Nice way to say that he's hot and adorable. He then spun her around like she was a cotton ball.
Carmen, my favorite girl. I missed you so much.
The guy turned to me and I was stunned. He was even more handsome up close and also really familiar.
You must be Bianca, Carmen's best friend. I'm Slater. Nice to finally meet you.
Did you just curtsy? And have we met before?
No. Is this how city people greet each other?
Excuse us a moment. Carmen pulled me out of Slater's earshot. What you doing? Talking to my best friend's cousin? Why does that require you to bring your face so close to his? I just thought he looked really familiar. What's your problem? I just think you're finding an excuse to flirt with him. Now listen up, Bianca. You're never serious about any boy, and you just play with their feelings and dump them. And you're not allowed to do that to my cousin. He's not even my type. Relax. Just don't get involved with him that way, or it's friendship over. Understood? Loud and clear, ma'am. Since then, the three of us started hanging out together, and I was having a hard time believing someone like Slater existed. Sheer perfection on the outside, but with the poorest balance a human could possibly have. He tripped, slipped, and stumbled everywhere. He even got a black eye while tying his shoelaces. But one night, while I was admiring one of the paintings at home, it hit me like a bolt of lightning. I remembered where I'd seen Slater before. You gotta trust me, Carmen. Your cousin's up to something shady. Mom and I attended this art exhibition downtown last month, and Slater was there. He was one of the artists. We even bought a painting from him. Only his hair and eye color was different, but it was him, and he wasn't clumsy. He must have been a lookalike. Slater has lived in the village his entire life and just got here last week, and he can't even draw a circle, trust me. I even showed Slater's picture to Mom, and she said it's him too. Now she's contacted the artist to buy more of his work, and he's coming soon, and I'll finally know the truth. You just need to give yourself something to be excited about. Do what you want, but you're wrong. A couple of days later, the artist called Mom to say that he had to go out of town and he'd come to meet her next month. How convenient. I decided not to say anything to Slater and try to get to the bottom of his secret identity. He was always hovering around me and Carmen like an annoying fly. He was sure to slip up at some point. I'd be watching him. But one day, I was spying on him at the gym, and after seeing him miss the 100th basket, I got really bored. I decided to skip the rest of school that day to get a manicure. Car. A van suddenly stopped next to me. Good day, child. Would you please buy some apples from me? I run an orphanage, and I'd like to get some toys for the children. Sure thing. Just give me a basket and I'll give you 100,000 bucks. I was about to take the basket from her when Slater suddenly popped out of nowhere and crashed into me.
Hey, you. Who do you work for? Show me your ID.
The poor lady looked terrified and just drove away. What the heck was that?
Didn't your parents ever tell you not to take candy from strangers? What if she was trying to poison you?
Dude, those are apples, not candy. And who am I? Snow White? And that cute granny is trying to poison me because I'm the fairest girl in all the land.
This isn't funny. You don't know how dangerous some situations can be.
Oh, please. I swam with sharks last year and jumped off a hot air balloon when it malfunctioned. I laugh in the face of danger. And that lady just wasn't dangerous. I know you're from the village and probably think everyone in the city's evil, but please stop being a weirdo. But Slater just got weirder. Like another time, the three of us were at a restaurant, and as soon as the waiter served our order, he started sniffing mine. If you wanted me to completely lose my appetite, you succeeded. What's wrong with you? He also started sniffing his food and Carmen's.
That's how we do it in the village. The first whiff of food tells you everything you need to know.
About what?
About how organically the food was grown, if the farmer sang to his crops and cows.
I ordered a giant brownie sundae with whipped cream and sprinkles. Are you insane? Just give me that. Just then, there was a loud crashing sound next to us, and Slater jumped towards me and brought me down to the floor, covering me like a human shield. He was looking down at me, and I was a little breathless. And then, I saw everyone else staring at us like we were mental. Apparently, a waiter had just dropped a tray full of glasses.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was a gunshot and maybe some robbers had come in. I just acted on instinct.
Wait, let me get this straight. So you thought it was a dangerous situation and your first instinct was to save Bianca? Hello, what about me? Your own flesh and blood? Slater muttered some apologies while Carmen kept scolding him. Even if he was crazy, it was really sweet how he tried to protect